One of the things that I'm asked often about is what does the TeamViewer experience look like in ServiceNow if I want to do a remote access connection or see session summaries in ServiceNow? What does that actually look like? So I'll get into that here in a quick kind of demo. We also are able to access a lot of our DEX capabilities in ServiceNow as well, but I'll save that for a different video. So what we're looking at right now is we're in looking at an incident, a ticket in ServiceNow and within the ServiceNow platform. For this one specifically, the description is, I can't install Google Chrome. I don't know if it's because of permissions or what exactly. So one thing we can do is we're actually able to open up Now Assist AI, which is the AI tool, ServiceNow's own AI tool. We can ask, how do I resolve this ticket using TeamViewer? And it'll start a process actually digging through some of the past tickets, some of the past session insights to share, what are possible remediations here. So you see Now Assist AI has now, shown us a previous ticket, um, similar title, unable to install Google Chrome. And it's asking if this matches the issue that we're facing. So we can say yes. And from here, it could pull up some of the information from that ticket. So, and what it shows here is exactly steps that took place. The user successfully uninstalled Google Chrome using the Windows setting application. They navigated to install the app, selected Google. So it's showing exactly sort of the steps that took place. And this is information that was actually captured using TeamViewer Session Summaries. So from there, we have some information. We can go further with the AI, but let's try to do a remote access connection and see what that looks like. You'll see from within the ticket in ServiceNow, I could start a connection directly. I could connect attended to attended devices or unattended devices. In this scenario, I'm going to connect to an attended device, but there are many different ways to do it again. Like I said, attended or unattended. We can even do assist AR as well, if that's required. So I'll start a session here. So as you can see now, we've actually connected to a remote device that could be having the issue. Everything, session start summary is already started. Everything looks and feels the same as it would if you start a regular TeamViewer connection. I'm able to access Tia and ask questions about the device. So here I'll say, tell me about this device. See an overview, the operating system, how much storage is left, memory, the firewall status. A lot of this information is also available in the device snapshot. Maybe it is not as detailed, but you see here, you're able to get a quick overview of this device actually. So in our situation, we're having issues with Google Chrome. I see there's a version of Google Chrome already installed. Maybe it's a faulty version. So we'll start off by uninstalling the existing Google Chrome. So we can ask Tia, how do I uninstall Google Chrome? Again, we can ask obviously more complicated questions. This is more of a straight scenario to demonstrate the capabilities. So it gives us the information. I want to identify you could install. So we'll go into the settings. We'll follow the instructions here. Installed applications, Chrome, and there it is. And we can uninstall it. So we've gone ahead now and uninstalled Google Chrome. You saw Tia provided us with some instructions on how to do this. Let's go and download it again and reinstall it. So we see now Google Chrome installed and it is running correctly here. One thing else I want to show is that obviously TeamViewer does have a chat functionality. So I'm able to start a chat with the end user if they're there. And they're obviously able to also respond to if they need to. Other things I want to show, any action that we're taking, obviously during the remote support session is captured with session insights, but I want to show you something interesting. Say I create two files here. Let's call one of them information, or two folders here, I'm sorry. And the other one will actually put a person's name in it. Okay. Now that we've solved the issue, we can end the connection. And from there, we're taken back to ServiceNow, the ServiceNow platform. Now, it takes a few seconds, maybe even up to a couple minutes for this TeamViewer session summaries to actually populate into the ticket, but will happen. We'll see the connections that just took place a little bit ago. So our last one here, it's a 10-minute long connection today. We click on that. I click on Get Summary. So you see here we have a summary of the connection. User uninstalled Google Chrome via settings and then reinstalled it by downloading the installer through Microsoft. They completed CAPTCHA verification and launched the newly installed Chrome, dismissing the welcome prompt. Additionally, they created a new folder using Windows Explorer and communicated via TeamViewer. And here you see the action steps, everything that took place during the remote session. If we have the API set up, we are able to capture the chat logs as well. It was not set up in this example, but it would show up right here. At the same time, one thing you'll notice is when we created a new folder, it does not show the person's name because it's personal information that's actually protected. And that's how the ServiceNow integration works.